Hello everyone, and today I'll be reading a Neuvillette listener by me. So let's get into it. Neuvillette. Neuvillette's jealousy was something that you had never witnessed, and never thought you would. He didn't seem like the person who would get jealous. Not that it was a bad thing particularly, but it was something rather unexpected of him. An emotion you never thought you'd be able to see him have. And that's because there was barely any reason for him to be jealous, and he just didn't look like the type. Oh, but he was. He was just so good at concealing it. Most of the time. Most. Today, though, was not most. Today was one of the few days where his feelings would get through to him, where he wanted nothing more than to just hold you within his arms, to kiss you in front of everyone, to let everyone who has their eyes on you to know that you're already his in every possible way, and there is nothing you can do about it. Not a single thing. He might be a little bit too possessive sometimes, but for a good reason. He just loves you so much, and he can't handle the idea of others wanting you in the same way as him. So when he sees the way that your new friend that you've insisted only had good intentions, starts flirting with you, he's angry. He doesn't intervene, since you'd be upset by that. He doesn't want to make you upset. That comes before his own wants and needs. But if there is anything that you noticed that made you know immediately that something was severely wrong, it was the feeling of being watched through the windows. The feelings of someone having their eyes on you. And then, a very strong downpour. A lot of rain out of nowhere. And you immediately knew who it was. Oh, Neuvillette. Your friend was confused by the sudden name drop, and he asked you what you want with him. When you told him that you had to leave urgently, and you immediately left, going to see Neuvillette. But there seemed to be a pout on his face. Neuvillette, come on. Don't be upset like that. You tell him, wrapping your arms around him. But he seems rather upset with you. Seriously. Neuvillette, please, just talk to me. I'm sure you can do that. Please? You tell him. And he just frowns. I talked to you a lot, Mayan. I was very clear with what I wanted and what I thought. I know, Neuvillette. I know. But it isn't as easy as you make it out to be. I can't just cut him off. And, to be honest, I didn't think he would flirt with me. I thought maybe he was really just friendly. And it turns out he wasn't. So I was right in the end. You were? Does that make you feel any better? You tell him, now a little bit upset, and he shakes his head, wrapping his arms around you and kissing your cheek. No, Mayan. I don't think you understand. I want you so strongly, and it's strange to me as well. I don't know how to act. I don't know what I'm supposed to be feeling, or if this is normal at all. And you were quiet, the rain only getting stronger. You are now in your own room, thankfully safe from the rain. You were quite sure that same could not be said for your friend who was now on the way home. But it was not the one who mattered now. Neuvillette, on the other hand. He was the one that you loved and cared about. He was the one that you wanted more than the entire world. And you wanted him to understand that. Neuvillette, it seems that you cannot believe me, but at the very least, may I try to cheer you up? You may try, Ryan, but I assure you it will not be easy. Just don't try too hard to resist me. I can do a lot better than you think. You tell him, cupping his face gently, giving him a soft kiss. And he knows himself. He knows how weak he is for you, how he would do anything in the world just for your happiness, and how no one else could make him as happy as you make him. And so, he finds himself melting into the kiss, his eyes closing as his arms go around your waist, only pulling you closer and closer. He's full of love for you. He wants nothing more than to be able to have you for himself, to be able to love you without conditions, without anyone interfering, to know that you're unequivocally his. And it goes from you being the one to take initiative to him. He wants to do this. He wants to be able to enjoy his time with you without worrying about anything else and without worrying about the world. And when you pull away, the two of you are breathless, and you look out the window to find the rain still ongoing, although it looks a lot better on the outside, thankfully. And you cup his face in your hands again, making him look into your eyes, wanting to see him. Hide her dragon, don't cry. You tell him, and he just softens at the way that your words can make his heart a little bit lighter. And all of his thoughts and all of his previous worries melt away, gone with the rain. And the sun shines outside as you take him into your arms once more, kissing him again, knowing that probably for the rest of the day you will have to spoil him like this. He may be so good at hiding his own feelings, but he can never hide them quite that well from you. And you will not stop. No, not until you're sure that he is happy. And as for your friend who had crossed the line and tried to flirt with you, there will be some things in order to deal with them. Of course, not by Neuvillette, but rather you. You did not like to be treated that way, and if that's the only way you'll be treated, then you may as well cut the entire friend off. Besides, he's certainly not worth seeing Neuvillette's tears.